Everything is fine. Maybe everything is fine. So hope we are live. We are live in Leeches 2. Maybe we are live in Leeches 2, and our subscriber goal is 1200 today. So guys, if you are here and if you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe and support us. So 20 seconds left, guys. 20 seconds left. 20, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. So there we are. There we are. Finally, 10 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and there we go. There we go. The game have started, and our first game is here with. So there will be 11 rounds altogether. So we'll try to play slowly, and it's 3 plus 2. Not exactly. We'll not be playing it slowly, but try to play good enough. The laughing kid. He might be laughing enough. So is he laughing? He's smiling or what? Or what is he doing up? This laughing kid is out here, so he haven't moved up, so I'm just waiting for his move. No gaming. Oh, hello, hello everyone. So is everything working fine? He's out here, so he haven't moved up, so I'm just waiting for his move. So there we go, there we go. Yeah, everything is fine enough. It's all fine. It's good. So my opponent is here. After 30 seconds, he moved up with c5, Sicilian on the board. So we'll go for grand picks. That is knight to c3. That's planning for f4. So maybe I'll just go for f4 immediately, or there will be e6 that might come up. So let's play bishop to c4. Pawn push. Let's go for knight to f3. Bishop goes to e7. Let's go for, okay, he's just trying for some like b5, something lag or what? No, not exactly, but it felt me because of my big screen now. Let's go for castle. Can I go for h3, then after g4, and then after g5? Looks so pretty good enough. I like this move, and then after g5, queen coming out here. So you might go for bishop here, but okay, let me bring my queen. Let's push the pawn. If knight comes here, then I can go my queen to h5. So he didn't do that. Let's bring the queen to g3. Next move I can go for f5 too. I just capture. My pieces are so active. This might be winning. I think so. As my pieces are really active, one piece need to be developed, but it looks to be pretty active pieces. He can push the pawn, so it's hard for him. So if I push the one, what will he play? Next move I can go for f6 as well. So if he push the pawn, I will just capture the queen, and queen capture. Okay, there is some idea. But if he push the pawn, I can play bishop to f4. Bishop f4, you cannot play. Okay, you can play the one, but there will be something like capturing of the pawn. After I just captured the bishop and the d6. The thing I am worried at Leeches is that it's not showing up the streaming, even and the streaming up. Why is that so? I don't know exactly. It's still not shown up. Everything is well fine, but why is Leeches not showing up? That's bad. So what is he trying to play? Queen comes up, so I can simply attack the queen, or I can push the pawn out here. You cannot capture the knight, right? So why did he play this one? So why not to play this move? If you capture, there will be pawn capture, there will be check, and this capturing the bishop. If you push the pawn, there is queen to h4 and queen to h6. So you just move up the bishop back. So if I bring my bishop out here, he will come again back. So that doesn't make any sense. Why need to go and attack here the pawn? Let's attack the pawn. So again, if we just capture, there will be pawn capture. We just move up the king. So I'll just capture this one. If knight capture, there will be pawn capture out here and the d6. So king capture. Okay, just capture with the knight. So if I just capture this one, knight can come up here. So that's not possible move for me to play that one. Lag chalka. It shouldn't be. Shouldn't be that. Capture the pawn is c3. We just capture this pawn. If I capture with the pawn itself, okay, let's capture with the pawn itself. Knight comes up. Shall I bring my bishop out there? Let's attack the bishop first. Let him go his bishop back. Let's pin the knight. Next move I can capture the knight and make the pawn isolated. Okay, I'll just capture this one. You just capture, let's make the pawn isolated. Now is the moment where I can play this one and bring my rook out here. If bishop comes here, no problem. You just try to exchange the rook. So let's attack the rook. I need to get some advantage with that isolated pawn, if I can. If I can, then I need to take advantage with that isolated pawns. So it's Jamir Ali. Is he from Nepal? Yeah, he's from Nepal. I knew. He got 2 points. So we are. Maybe we'll try to cross 2200. I lost points just by joining tournaments and not playing up. So anything. The pawns are marching towards your territory, making the queen, and that's almost over for him. I can also defend with the rook. If you try to attack another, okay, he didn't do that. Let's bring the pawn, and that's over for my opponent. He just tried to come up, but you cannot play anything. It's almost over for you. It's almost over, guys. It's almost over. All the thing you need to do is just resign. I know why he's trying to play this along. You can give check, but that doesn't make any sense. After I Jevin, okay, he won. GM won the game. I was just going to watch that. And we have FM. FM from Cuba. What is it? Cuba. Cuba. It's a country, I think, somewhere. So FM. On this one looks to be okay. This is Roy's position, guys. If you do not know about this position, whenever the pawn is rook pawn, then you just always have to be an asset square, that is the edge of the board. And if you have your king on the edge of board, your opponent will never ever will be able to win this game. That's what this happened, and it ended with draw. That was easy draw if you know about the theory. And if you not put the king on the edge of the board, if you come out of that, then you will be losing that game. So this one looks to be interesting. Two knights, sacrificing a knight, and if he just capture knight capture, so there is a checkmate. Okay, okay, there is a checkmate. So he just sacrificed just because to win the game. Okay, that was good trick. Okay, all the games are over. So Maratha warriors. He's from Maharashtra. You may be from Maharashtra or maybe from Maratha. Karakan was here on the board, so that's the normal position where I can play queen to b6. I could have not played knight to e2 and also had gone for castle or simply played queen. Okay, that's another main line that is played by my opponent, and that's very good to play queen to here. But the thing he just missed it out is I can play here bishop to f5, not letting him to play bishop to d6. So हल्का delay रहायचा chat को. So okay, that's little bit, so that's not much. Yeah, there is little bit delay, not much. That's delay by Leeches itself. Sorry, YouTube itself. हल्का delay. अच्छा. So knight comes up there. So I need to capture the knight. So all the thing I can do is bring the knight out here. So better to play my rook here, and maybe I can play here and here if possible to be played. Okay, just try to extend the bishop. That's so good for him. I will just capture this one. Capturing with this will be the bad one. Okay, just capture with the another one. So let's bring the knight here on the e5. Knight e5 could be good one here. So does it block anything? But he can play the knight here, and then after knight coming out here, and that will create some problem for me. So why need to extend the knight first? Let's extend the knight. That looks good enough when you play knight to a5 and just try to capture that one. Let's capture this one. Just try to extend, but why should I extend it up? No, I didn't want to extend it up. Okay, you just capture that one. I can play this move. Can I play this one? Maybe. Okay, if you play this one, there is f4, f5, f4, and rook here to the s3. You just wanted to capture this one. Now I can capture here and queen to h6, and that's called mating threat. I could have played simply queen to s6 here. King comes up. There's no checkmate. So can I play this move? Just okay. King comes out. Let's bring the rook inside. Let's try to exchange the rook. He's just trying to exchange the rook. What did I play, man? That was very bad. I could have exchanged. This is going to be again bad. Baddest ever I have played. I could have simply captured and rook captured. I could have bring the rook, but I didn't do that too. So still having some chances after capturing of this pawn, but not sure if that works. Not sure if that works. What is this? Rook goes out there. Goes here. What was that? What was that? That's very bad. Only 21 seconds left, guys, so I have to play very fast. I've already won in some game, but now I have to play very fast enough to play and win the game. Only 20 seconds left for me. 19 seconds left, so I have to be very fast. Just a minute. I cannot chat with you guys, so sorry for it. So did he blunder? Okay, I did blunder. So that was a blunder. So I did blunder, so that was over for me. That was over when I just gave up the piece. That was over. Yeah, there is moment. I could have simply captured this one. There was nothing that could happen after capturing of this one. I could have played this king here and this play up. Maybe queen to f4 and just go for this one. Yeah, I learned chess from myself and also from videos and learning from books. I did it myself. Super fast runner versus cool 64 chess. Guys, hit the like button if you have not done it. And if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe and support. This will create copyright music. So this is winning for white. Let's see another one. We have Sweet or Sahani. So it's winning for white. But 2 seconds left. Will he able to mate? Or you'll just go for capturing of the pawn? Okay, it's mate now. Okay, resign. Okay, that's mate. That's mate. Next game has started. Then now we'll try to play it more good. I just missed one. Okay, we'll go for. Okay, he's going for grand fix. So in this case, I'll go for e6. Just go for exchange of the. Can I go for this one? Knight coming here e7, bishop to 7 is trying to capture. Now bringing the knight out here. If we go this move, that doesn't matter. First I will play d5 trying to have exchange here the pawns. So even if you capture with the he's captured with the knight. He just captured with the knight. What is this? What has happened? So this one doesn't make any sense. This one doesn't make any sense. I'm rated 1400 right now in chess 24 and 1600. So first of all, you need to check in what thing you are lacking. That is either in end game, either in the middle game, or in the opening itself. If you are lacking in the opening, you need to manage and, of course, read the openings, opening videos, opening. First of all, you need to get well prepared with the openings. Then you need to go for middle games and also end games. So, but that's the main thing. So you need to prepare for the opening first. Now, if I just capture this one, simply capture this one out here. I don't think there is anything that white can do now. He just attacked, he just captured a pawn, but that pawn, was that making any sense? I don't know. Let's capture this one here too. As rook cannot come up here. Knight goes anywhere, I can capture the queen. Queen can come up here, and there might be some threat with the knight to g5, and with the mating threat and the f7. But before that, okay. So can I bring my bishop out here, pinning the knight? Knight captures, then queen capture, right? So Better to play this one hit here, pinning the knight itself. Both the knights are pinned. What will you play? If you play anything, I can capture this one, right? If I check, if I give check and capture this one here, let's capture this one here. If rook capture, there is knight check and capturing the rook. Okay, there's queen captures, so I need to bring the knight back. The knight is not attack, so simply protect with the rook or something else. Okay, let's protect with the rook itself. If knight comes out here, there is queen check up. Or if I play this one, this is also possible. Let's give the check. I can bring my knight. Okay, just try to exchange. Now if check, bishop captures, so that's not possible. Let's capture this one. He's just moving up the same thing. If I bring my queen out here, he cannot capture the knight. So what will he play next? If knight goes back, that will be bad. I can go my knight out here, check, and capture the queen. So what can be his move? Really funny. So he is just the student of If I manage to at least draw this game after pushing up the pawn up here and the So where will this rook go? As here, either here, two places for the rook. So the rook goes here. If I play my queen out here, then rook can come up here. So if I just capture everything will not make any sense. So I think I can play my queen out here. If we play the rook here, there is queen captures the pawn. I'm a little bit tired, so I can't find it. So anyone else who can find it out? So if I capture this one, then queen captures. Somehow there can be some mating threat. There might be knight check and just capturing of this, but there is pawn capturing this one. So what can be the good one out here? So if I play this one here, if I play queen to h6, so first of all I will just capture this one here, and rook captures, then after rook captures, and if queen capture the, okay, not this one, he will not capture this knight, he can capture the knight on the f6, that's 5. So the threat is knight to f6, so that can happen. How is that possible? I think this is the move, knight captures on d7. Will that make any sense, guys? Knight captures on d7. Knight to d7, then what can be the move? Knight to d7, if we capture this one, then this is the game from Iran versus, this was a game played between Iran and some player. Is queen trap? Where will this queen go? Queen have only square for this one. Cannot go here, cannot go here, cannot go here, cannot go here, cannot go here. So only, so I think the queen is trapped. But how? If I play this pawn to be pushed on the g4, where that queen will go? Doesn't have this square, doesn't have the square, doesn't have the square. Only square is queen to e6. Queen to e6, right? So after that, what could be the best move? Can I play my queen to g5? Here mating threat. How will he defend? Only move is pawn push, and then after knight to f6. Knight f6 check, either to capture the rook or can capture the piece. So I think this is the best move. Okay, that's the correct one. So now you find the best move right here. So maybe queen to g5 is the correct one. Queen to g5, as there is mate, how would he protect? Only move is the pawn push g6 to be placed. Or he will get mated with the queen. He can play the queen to here, he cannot play queen here, but he can play the queen out here. Can that be the good one here? Queen to g5, queen g5. Then he might play queen to f6. So in that sense, I will just simply capture and just gain a piece, right? So that's the correct move. So if we play this one, I will just capture this capture. I can give check and simply capture the bishop or simply capture the bishop out here. Both is fine. That is winning for. So in puzzle, I just crossed 20. Okay, still not 27, 2500. So maybe I'll just cross 2500 and we'll try to end up this streaming today here. Let's go for another puzzle here. So everything is equal. No, everything is not equal. If I capture this with the bishop, so you will be losing a piece. Is that sense? Is that a move? But if I just capture, is there anything for black? Now I got some energy, guys. Now I got some energy. So here we have white to play and win this game. So there are so many options, right? If I capture this one, then what can be the best move for here black? For black, maybe he will just capture this one or he will just play this one here. trying for rook coming out here next, and also the threat somewhere here. If I just capture, bishop comes here, trying to attack the rook. Rook goes anywhere. There is rook coming up here, capturing the queen. Now here is a threat of queen to c6. I think queen to c6 is the correct one. Capturing this one here and the rook. So you have to go somewhere for this one. So queen to c6. King goes here. Then I think you can capture the bishop. In capturing the bishop, will that make any sense? Bishop goes anywhere, then I can capture the rook. So that's the simple idea, I think. Immediately, if you capture the bishop, that would be a mistake, I think, here. Capturing immediately the bishop will be a mistake. And if I play queen here, check. If you play bishop to d7, then I can capture the rook. That would be check again. The only idea that is mate, right? After he played bishop to d7. And if queen goes anywhere, I can simply capture the queen, and that's mate. So the idea is queen to c6, I think. Just go for queen to c6. So do not be hurry. I think it's going to c6. Yes, that's the correct move. Now, if I go and capture the bishop, that's the correct one. Queen to c6. Then after king to f8, queen to d6 check. Okay, that's also good. That's also winning. I think it's that winning. Queen to d6. King goes here. Then what next? Is that winning after king to? I don't think that's going to be a win one. What happens if I play king to g8? If you play queen to d6 check and king to g8, what will be the move? You'll go and capture the bishop. Queen f8. Queen f8. How is it possible? There's king here. Not possible. Queen f8. Queen d6. King goes here. Queen f8. He will simply capture with the king. So that's not possible. How is it mate? There is no mate. The king to queen to d8. There is queen captures queen. So it's not mate. If you are thinking of queen to d8, then that's not mate. Queen to d8, he will just capture with the queen, and that's not mate. I think simply capturing the bishop out here is simple. So capturing the bishop, what will he play next? If we just capture here, that doesn't make sense. I think this is the correct one. Yeah, that's the correct move. Now the thing is, if I should capture this one or not. This is giving up the bishop again. So shall I capture the bishop? So that's the question. Or simply play something else. Sorry. So if I just capture this one, then rook cannot come up here. So I think I can capture this one. Or there is something like this. Maybe if I play queen to c5, as I'm already winning a piece. So no, I am not winning a piece, as the pieces are equal. As the pieces are equal, and also losing a piece will simply capture that. That's the correct one. That's the correct one, guys. I crossed 2500, so that was the target, and I made it. And I made it. And I made it. So let's see another one. Let's see the another one, 2507. So it's white to play and win. So this might be winning. I think it's easy one. I think it's easy. Not exactly, but looks like easy. As if there was no check, then it would be very easy. If there is no check, there could be simply capturing of the f7 square and then just push the pawn. That was immediately winning, as there is no rook coming up on the 8, and it would be simply winning. So, guys, what do you think is the correct move here? White to play and win the game. Rating. FIDE master. FIDE master. FIDE master हुन कति rating चाहिन्छ? So to become FIDE master, I think around 2300. Yeah, I think 2300 and more. I think 2300 and more. And even after that, even if you do not have 2300, you can have some norms in the Olympiad like that, then you can go for it. Knight to c3. Knight to c3. Where is knight to c3? Okay, you mean knight to c3 here? I don't know if knight to c3, then what will he play? Can he capture this one? Can he go and capture the pawn out there? Knight to c3, does that make any sense? Knight to f6. Okay, knight to f6, bishop captures the knight. Hello. Hello, Nelson. So what do you think is the correct one, guys? The thing here is coming up rook check and rook can come to the b2 square. So the queen is not coming up. If somehow the bishop goes anywhere, there will be mating threat after knight to f6. So can you go and attack the bishop? Can you go and attack the bishop like king to h3? And if bishop goes anywhere, there is knight to f6. As the bishop have no any square. And if you play rook somewhere, maybe you can capture here, goes for capturing, and then after if you give check. No, that's not the idea, I think. Rook into h7. Yes, rook to h7 makes sense if he just captured. Then after you push the pawn, but there is an idea with rook to a2 and just trying to come up with the rook to b2. So that's also not possible. Rook to h7 is also not possible. So I think the answer here is king to h3. King to h3, he can come up with rook to d4. So what you can play after rook to d4? That's the main thing. Rook to d4, what can you play? And if you just capture, he will just capture the knight, and that's all equal. But king h3, knight. Okay, king h3, then after there is rook to d4. The idea is that. So I have found the solution. You need to figure it out. What can be the right answer, guys? So I think I have got it. So you have to find it out. King to h3, rook h7 doesn't work as there is. So king to h3, rook to d4. You need to protect the knight. Rook b8. Rook b8 doesn't work as well, as you cannot move the pawn. If you want push the pawn once, I'll just play this one and here, and you cannot move rook anywhere so that it will make queen. If you move the rook, there will be capturing of the pawn. So in the next move, maybe I can bring the bishop somewhere and just try to capture the pawn with just attacking the rook, and that will be simply draw. So I think the move is king to h3. King to h3, he will just not move off his bishop. If he play his bishop somewhere, there will be mating threat. As if he plays somewhere bishop somewhere here, then there will be knight to f6 and there will be mate. If he play bishop out here, there might come rook here, and if he just capture, there is again not capturing the bishop. There can be capturing a bishop, but there is more good move with knight to f6, that is mating threat again, and that's not protectable. So I think when you play king to h3, you will just play rook to d4, and after that, just moving up the rook to d7 works. And if you give check, just capturing of the bishop, and if you try to give check and just bring the rook out here, then just move up the pawn. So I think king to h3. No, sorry, that's a bad idea. That's the bad idea. Bad idea. So maybe this will work. No, not even that. Okay, that was bad. That was bad. That was really bad. Both didn't work. So my rating again got decreased. So even this will not work. Neither this will work. I know none of this will work. So only one thing, only one move that can win. So what can be the correct one? So maybe this one here, knight to c3, knight to c3. What happened if we play this move? What can be the correct one, guys? What is the correct move? I couldn't figure it out. So you cannot play rook to d4 as rook is coming to the d7. So why need to play the king to f3? That was bad. Rook to b8. Okay, you are saying rook to b8. So rook to b8 is also not correct, I think. Rook to b8. Rook to b8 will simply bring check and just bring the rook to here. Knight e8. Where is knight e8, man? Where is knight e8? I can't find knight e8. Oh my god. OMG, that was easy puzzle, I guess. That was easiest puzzle I had seen, but I couldn't see that. That's very bad. Now I can figure it out. That might be the correct one. After playing just a move, that is rook to a7. That was very easy, and I couldn't figure it out. As you cannot give any more check, look at this. The check is not coming up, and he just attacked the knight. And if you push this one, that is not good. Again, if you push this pawn, he will give check and he'll just bring the rook out here. So what is the next move now? What do you think is the next move? Yeah, rook a7 was the correct one. Next move, guys. Now find the best one. If you push the pawn to b7, he will give check and just bring the rook to the b2 square. So what do you think is the correct one? Correct move for white. Correct move for white. This is knight e7. You mean knight e7? What's the idea for knight to e7? What if he just captures this one? Not good, yes. That's not good. If we just capture and just bring the rook here and the b4, that will not make any sense. After this one, I will show up why didn't all the move doesn't work, like capturing of the rook here, just moving up the knight here, and also moving up the king to h3. So we'll see the solution, guys. So rook to d4, what's the next move? What do you think is the correct one? Is rook to d7 the move? Rook to d7 again here, then after rook here. If you play b7, the check and this comes up here. So I think b7 works. As b7, then you are winning a piece after king to s3. So b7 is the correct one, just winning a piece after capturing here. So that's the correct one. So guys, that was winning for white. So let's see the solution. Why did here rook to a7 only worked? Why not the other move didn't work? Like here king to s3. That was the first move I was thinking of. King to s3 didn't work. Why did it work? So here king to s3 would simply lead bishop coming out here. So we were thinking of knight to f6, but there is pawn capturing up here and the f4. So that's the reason there was no mate. If there was mate, then that could be winning. But after bishop to f2, that was not winning after knight to f6, as he can simply capture the pawn. So that's the reason. So another one after He just captured the pawn. Why did rook to d7 didn't work? Rook to d7, there will be check, or simply bringing the rook to a1, just moving the rook to a1, and if you move the king to h2, just move the bishop out here, and if you play something like that, then there will be pawn push, this capturing up, and if you push the pawn, there is rook to b1, or simply bishop to a7. Even after giving up this bishop, this will end up with draw. So that's the reason that came up with this one. So this might be the final one, guys. As my rating decreased to 2492, I was targeting it to 2500, and it will go for 2500. Okay, not shown on the screen, so that's bad. So let me show this on the screen. Let me show this on the screen. The rating is not shown on the screen. So puzzle rating is not shown. So guys, I will just show this one as well. So let me hide this. So it just crossed 2500, but now it just let's have this one hidden. So guys, it's okay, it's black to play and win. Seems to be quite good position for white, as it's trying to mate here on the g7 square. But before that, look at this position. If somehow white manages to not mate, then there might be winning for black, as the structure of white king is very bad. Structure of white king is very bad. So I'm good out here itself. Let me put this one here. So here we are. Okay, what do you think is the correct one, guys? What do you think is the correct one? Where is the chat? Chat, answer the question. Answer this. I'm just going to have some music in the background, so answer this one, guys. Repeating the same music. So if knight captures this one, then king will go here, and queen comes up here, then rook will come here, and this will be mating thread. Queen check, king goes out here, you defend the mate, but that's bad. Not found it. Queen to b6. Where is queen b6, man? It's black to play. And you're saying queen to b6? Nelson, where is queen b6? Okay, you mean queen to g6. Okay, queen to g6 can be. But king goes here, what next? What next after that? So you are thinking of queen to g6, then king goes to the h1, then what you will play next? As rook is coming up here. And maybe queen also comes to the d5 square. If there was no mate, then there could be knight to e2 check and just capturing the bishop. Queen g6 and knight to f3. So if you play queen to g6, rook will go here. If you play knight captures, then the f3, there is queen captures on the f3. That means you are losing up a piece. Right, that's not good one. Okay, we'll just go and check. Then you go for this one and capture the bishop. Then there is queen to d7 checkmate. Knight e2, king goes to h1. What next? What next? What next? Okay, if king comes up, there will be knight capturing the f4. So you have to play king to h1. Now what? So there is an idea, if you just capture this one, king if comes up, there might be knight check again. As he cannot move to king to h1, there is queen captures on the f1 checkmate. So maybe this is the idea, knight capturing on the f3 immediately, not after queen to g6. Before that, knight to f3. If king comes up, then what? King comes up. Is it queen to, not queen to g6, maybe knight to h4. But what happens after that? Knight to h4, king goes there again. King have to go on the h1, and then after this exchange of the knight, exchange of the queen. Is that this idea? Just exchange the queen, check, and this exchange the queen. Is that first move might be knight captures in the f3, knight to f3. Now if queen to f3 doesn't make any sense, there will be mate. Queen to f3 will be mate. Knight to e2 goes here, queen f3, then simply queen f3. So I think queen to f3. Can I capture this knight? Queen, knight to f3. So now if queen to f3, there will be queen captures here on the g7. If you play knight e2, king goes here, and queen to f3, then there will be queen to f3, simply capturing the queen. So that's not the idea. That's not possible. So I think this is the move. No, sad. So you were right. No, that's very bad. Knight to e2 was correct. Now what? Rook to d8 and c6. Then, yeah, that might be winning. Rook to d8 and c6, but there will be queen check, right? Will queen check make any sense? And then after pawn push. Okay, that will come up. So that's not possible. Exchange queen. How is that possible to exchange the queen? Where is possible to exchange the queen? How is that possible? If I play this one, comes here, if I push the pawn, there will be queen check coming up, goes here, and then after pawn push. So that's not possible, right? How is it possible to exchange the queen? Can I capture this one, this question? If you push the pawn, the check coming up very fast. Hmm. Or shall I simply Guys, they didn't find you. Did you find it out? So he's just attacking the rook. So simple. You are winning a queen. Queen versus Naya and Rook, and you're winning the game. That's all over for today, guys. Maybe we'll be coming up with more interesting game coming Saturday. So, guys, stay tuned. Bye bye. Take care. See you in the next streaming. Hope you like it out. So we'll be coming up many more with the puzzles, many more with many other things. One more thing I will just say about this leeches. Here we have leeches puzzle rusher. You can play that. That's very fun game. You can play with your friend, and it's like racing up. You can have the number of puzzles solved with your opponents, with your friends, and you can enjoy it a lot. So just play it for fun. You can play with fun, and you can also solve for long. You can learn it out. So guys, thank you for watching. See you in the next streaming. Bye bye. Take care and good night.